everything that has a beginning, there's also an end. So, as the Senator Okowa-led administration in Delta State gradually winds down, in today's episode of Smart Delta, we would be looking at how sport fared under his watch and regained its glory days, and in the same breath, lay the foundation to leapfrog into the future, positioning its athletes for dominance, not only nationally, but internationally.
Sport plays a fundamental role in the educational, training, and disciplinary process of an individual and serves as a vehicle for psychological, physical, cognitive, and social development of states that participate in it. The benefits that sport brings have attracted the leadership of His Excellency Senator Dr. Arthur Okowa to invest huge funds towards sports development in the state. Over the years, Governor Okowa's smart trajectory in sport started with the revamping of sports facilities, knowing the benefits of sports in the state. 8 years down the line, his administration has witnessed growth in sports, which has a great benefit to grassroots talent development in Delta.
The imperatives of sports, teen activities, be it football, athletics, mention them, cannot be overemphasized to the overall development of our people. And all we've done is to the effect that we put in so much of resources to ensuring that we maximize or optimize the gains of our people being involved in sporting activities. And that, of course, has paid off.
This very government has been committed to supporting sport activity right from inception, from 2015 to date. You can see this kind of beautiful stadium. It was as a result of the love the governor of Delta State has for sports that he has to complete this stadium. So we want to really commend his efforts.
Senator Dr. Arthur Okowa started with the reconstruction of the Stephen Keshi Stadium, Asaba, to an international standard. This successfully hosted the 21st African Senior Athletics Championship, also known as Asaba 2018, and many other games. The benefits that came with the sports fiesta remain evergreen in the minds of Deltans. Ever since then, the state has maintained its front-runner status in athletics nationwide.
Governor Okowa has been the most charitable sportsman in title that we have in the country. And I know, I'm representative of the South-South on the Nigerian Basketball Federation. The facilities were not like this a little while ago. So it's pleasing and shockingly nice to see that he has approved in a way to make this feasible. We need to be proud of Governor Okowa. Basketball is very, very grateful to him.
We have a lot of infrastructural development, like the completing of the stadium. When you come to this Asaba Stadium, you can just see that the turf is world class. So many other infrastructural development he put in place so that we can be competitive.
As a trustworthy governor, he has continued to fulfill the promises he made to Deltans almost 8 years ago. His Midas touch in the area of sports has witnessed physical transformation of the sporting facilities, which has a positive effect in the socio-economic growth of the state and even the nation at large.
Without facilities, you can't do much in terms of improving our aspects. And this is why Delta has gone past many states, if not all states in the country, because they have, since the days of Dr. Obamudia of the old Bendel state, So much has been put in place in terms of infrastructure. This is why they have been taking the lead in sports in the country.
Since the update of this stadium, quite a lot of athletes have been discovered within here. I can say categorically that some of our athletes are in America now, sponsored by His Excellency himself, for gaining a passion to people to develop themselves. We have actually held in a lot of gold medals in athletics based on this stadium complex because the facility is international.
The stadium since 2018 has hosted other sports events and football competitions such as National Youth Games, Algon Sports Festival, Principal and Headmasters Cup competitions, and so on. Deltans have continued to utilize these standard structures, facilities, and equipment. It is no doubt that this has helped in the discovery of grassroots talents across the state, as well as boosted the state's socio-economic lifespan. Deltans will always sing praises to the governor for the facilities they enjoy daily in the stadium.
This current government has invested so much in terms of not just on human capital, but infrastructure. We are sitting here comfortably watching Principal's Cup, here to redefine what Principal's Cup is, what it used to be those days when we were in school. So we are very happy. I saw United College of Commerce, UCC as it's popularly called, and Zapami School. The same thing we used to see 35 years ago is what is being displayed here. So kudos to the government for re-engineering that.
In Delta State in particular, sport has changed. But I can see kids from grassroots now, like if you go to the court now, you see children 7, 8, 9 years playing basketball. When he plays up to like 5, 6 years, you can tell how good he will be when he gets to age 17, 19.
I want to say congratulations to our able Governor Ifeanyi Otto Okowa, and to say thank you to him for providing these facilities for us and making it accessible for everybody and making it possible for it to be able to build a stronger Delta for us.
I say a big thank you to the governor. I call him the indefatigable governor. The governor who's been able to put smiles on the faces of the athletes of Delta State. That's why when they go out, they always make him proud because he keeps to his words, and I know he's willing to do much more.
Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa has been a wonderful governor because sporting activity changed as soon as he came into power. We have been organizing sport festival, which has not been before, and he sponsored all that. He kept to his promises. He funded to make sure the sport works smoothly, and we have been enjoying it.
Right from onset, Delta State has always been at the top of the sports. But when he came, he added something no other state can ever match. He makes sports a means of livelihood. He bettered many homes. When they say sports is entertainment, he has gone beyond entertainment. It's now a means of livelihood. People want to survive in sports.
Here we present the torch of unity.
Just recently, the stadium broke new grounds as it hosted the Best National Sports Festival, a Nigerian version of the Olympic Games, having over 15,000 athletes throughout the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The sports fiesta had a multiplier effect that impacted positively in the hospitality industry, adding great entertainment and recreational value, as well as in the retail economy. Smart Delta's roving lenses captured clusters of businessmen and women cashing out.
The security and other people, everything is very okay. And the business is moving fine. We are many, you can see. If you look around, there's other people doing their own business too. Everything is okay. May God bless the Delta State Governor and other people that joined hand to host this program, because they really did a great job here.
I came all the way from Lagos State to participate in this ongoing program. The business is moving. We are not doing bad at all. I want to use this medium to thank the organizers of this program. I think they have done well in terms of security, hospitality, and everything.
The reality of Delta topping in all sporting activities was yet again given credence as Team Delta came first with a landslide victory of 320 gold, 200 silver and 128 bronze medals, amassing a total of 648 medals to edge 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory.
Delta! the governor of Delta State today have invested more in sport, and you can see for yourself that in 2013 in date, Delta State have been winning the youth festival, and the national festival has always been Delta State all the way. It's because the governor is encouraging them.
Smart Delta.
Daddy, have you joined our neighbor in doing sports?
My daughter, I'm going out for exercise. Ha, neighbor, you want join sports? Me, I wish say I fit join, but I not sabi any sports. Come to think of it, my age. No be laughing matter, because the way Governor Okowa'S dey invest so much into sporting activities, e dey make body dey sweet me. I didn't be I never discover my calling say na entrepreneur I be. I for join sports. But you say you not sabi sports. Una go manage me. I hear say Governor Okowa'S don create sporting facilities for schools across the 25 local government of Delta State. Yes, Governor Okowa'S dey devote the time. He dey go primary and secondary schools, dey search for talents. Yes, so Governor Okowa'S dey adopt athletes and he dey see them through their academic pursuits. Some of my friends through Governor Okowa'S, they USA, Canada, Kenya, different countries. I remember say Governor Okowa'S, within 4 years of his administration, he built 2 stadiums. Governor Okowa'S, they encourage us. You don't see him now. Sure. Those of us who go for Edo 2020, Governor Okowa'S recently give us reward worth millions. So join all the oil, infrastructures, human empowerment, health sectors, agriculture, education. No mention, plenty. Governor Okowa'S still dey do well for sports like this. Wow. Governor Okowa'S dey work, and we dey see am.
Smart Delta.
Action, Governor.
The outgoing administration has gained momentum in sporting activities across the length and breadth of Delta. It is gratifying to note that the Association of Local Government of Nigeria Algon Delta State Chapter just concluded her 2nd edition of the Local Government Sports Festival in the state, not minding the current economic crisis in the nation. Kudos to the sports-loving governor who in his magnanimity provided enough funds to host these athletes across the state.
It's a very novel program in Delta State. Last one was very interesting and exciting, and this one is also getting some improvement. We might begin to have some champions that will come out of this stadium.
The Algon Sports Festival was indeed a well thought out plan by the committees in charge, especially with the local government chairpersons who came together to ensure a successful sport event in the stadium. Smart Delta Media engaged some of the organizers in an interaction. Hear them.
We must give kudos to the Executive Governor, Senator Dr. Okowa'S, who has made sporting activity to be encouraging, touching them young, touching the lives of the people, changing their lives for a better tomorrow. That's the focal point of Senator Okowa'S.
We are happy to organize such a thing so that we can catch them young. It's only way you can get them at this young age, so that before they start growing, they now become professionals in their various athletic fields. And the state government have been doing so much in sport because Delta is one of the best sporting states in this nation. Most of these sports men we hear over the world, some of them started from this place.
So the governor has...
Speaking with Asin Joan Coker, Onya Jeffrey, Prince Sheikh, and a few other coaches and athletes, they all gave their expression towards sports events while appreciating the state government for being part of their success story in sports.
The governor has not only built infrastructure, but he has also encouraged sports development in Delta State. No time the Delta State contingent goes out without performance because they have a sponsoring governor who is in charge. So that's another area that the state government has done well by developing sports in Delta State.
The governor, Okowa'S, has really done well for the athletes who competed in the 2021 National Youth Game Festival because he has paid us financially like what he promised that he would give to us.
Delta State governor has never taken chances. He does his work by
encouraging any athlete that is discovered at this level to go to the top by even assisting them to get scholarship abroad.
Our camera spotted school students and a few other tutors cheering up these athletes that maintained their focus in the track, struggling to come top in their various sporting activities. The Smart Delta Media team spoke to them. Hear what they had to say.
I feel motivated and inspired to be like people that are participating in the event, winning medals. The state government did a very good job here to organize this festival. Last year, they awarding scholarships to people that did very well to motivate people to participate in those events next year.
I want to thank Governor Okowa'S for organizing this local government sports event. It's really encouraging. All corners of the state is being involved. It's very good. In order to encourage them, catch them young. As they are watching them, they are picking interest, and it's a good one.
We came number one to cheer up the people that are performing. Number two, also expose our students to sporting activities, just to inspire them to do well in their sports, knowing that sports can take somebody to any height in life.
Go! The Smart Delta Media team followed up the event from the first day to the last day, capturing every moment. While speaking with the chairman of Algon in the state, Honorable Victor Ebonka, he emphasized on the state's conscious drive in the area of grassroots sports development in every community in Delta and the rapid development that comes with the Okowa-led government. Hear him.
We took a cue from His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. He's a sport lover, and because of his consistent support and investment in sporting activities, Delta State has consistently been number one in sporting activities in Nigeria. And to consolidate on these, we decided to key into his agenda, identify sporting talents from the grassroots, and it's actually paying off.
The achievement of these sports activities cannot be completed without mentioning the consistency of some private sectors like Zenith Bank, Premium Trust Bank, and others partnering with the Delta State government to provide the needed platform to help athletes grow and excel in their chosen fields. The stakeholders went as far as attributing their partnership to the peace they enjoy in Delta.
We work with the Ministry of Education and also the Sports Commission to ensure that the talents that we develop here, they will graduate to the secondary school level, and from there the state has a program where they are trying to pick the best and put them together, especially those with the talents. It's a good program.
Sport is a critical unifying factor, not only in Nigeria but globally. Also creating opportunity for our teaming youths that are talented to showcase their talent all around the world.
All that we put into it produced 2 government schools playing the winner. It's the first time that is happening. The governor has earned himself the game master. He didn't just give us approval, he has given us all the encouragement. Imagine when we are offering $1 million as prize, he is giving us the bus. You will agree with me that that brand new 18-seater bus is worth well over 15 million. You can imagine doing that and giving scholarship award to outstanding players. So the governor, we want to give it to him. Then for Zenith Bank, we can't say thank you enough.
The news of Governor Okowa'S upgrades in the sports sector has gone across the shores of Nigeria. This obviously attracted the African Senior Athletic Championship Games to Delta State, christened Asaba 2018. This created a platform for both local and international athletes to intertwine on the same platform. Take a listen as they tell their experiences at the event.
The relay is like a combined effort, and if everybody's actually doing their best, putting in their best that day, anything can happen. Is a relay. Even the world best relay teams, sometimes they don't finish well, but we finished well and we won, and that's so much to be grateful to God for.
It's been a good experience so far. I've gotten to meet people from different countries. That's good. And the Nigerians, they're assigned to take us around. They're very helpful and very friendly. My mother's from Nigeria. She's from Okowa'S, so I'd love to visit again.
We could not survive as a sport without infrastructure. And to you, Governor, thank you for your commitment and your vision to leave behind a legacy after these championships that will serve young people in this area, in this region, in this country for many, many years to come.
Smart Delta.
At my age, for this OBRCO, some of them never even get land. Some of them never even see 200,000. But me, I count millions. So I want to thank Governor Okowa.
Okowa said that it's going to give me scholarship from my JS1 to my university. To my greatest surprise and joy, Okowa has been performing very well in the scholarship he gave me. If His Excellency Governor Okowa did not come in with that scholarship, it would have been a very tough time for me and my family.
The promise he made, he actually fulfilled it. Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, he has wiped off tears from my family.
What you just viewed are testimonies of some athletes out of thousands that have benefited from the Okowa-led administration. It is no longer news that Governor Okowa has maintained his promises to young athletes who share laudable stories in sports. He has gone beyond doling out cash rewards to adopting and sponsoring these athletes, a way of encouraging them and building their spirit in sportsmanship.
Delta State has always had a prime place for athletics, a prime place for every sporting competition. And I think we'll need to continue to encourage them because Deltans appear very, very enthusiastic about developing themselves fiscally. And for us, we'll continue in our little way to support and to recognize those who have done the state proud.
Governor Okowa's commitment in sport has spread across the north, south and central senatorial district of the state. Not minding the short period he has to spend as governor, he has vowed to work tirelessly till the end of his administration. Just recently, he promised Deltans that the Warri City Stadium and Cocoa Township Stadium will wear the look of the Stephen Keshi Stadium, Asaba. The swift commencement of these projects have proven Governor Okowa as a promise keeper.
Warri Stadium has been in use because it was completed then and it has hosted some sporting activities and is due for renovation. And then he decided to award the contract for them to renovate it. It will wear a new look. It's going to be a new football turf, put in brand new seats, paint, the swimming pool. It's just going to be like what you have here also. Because even the Cocoa Stadium that was abandoned, he has now awarded contract for it and work is ongoing there. He also still want to complete it.
In recognition of His Excellency's genuine commitment to sports development and industry, his administration has received multiple awards in the sports sector.
Delta has secured permanently the National Sports Festival and the National Youth Games. They've been winning it back to back. And what is on ground, it is clear that it will be very difficult to dethrone them. There's virtually no time that Delta has not contributed substantial number of athletes to our national grid. It's only with a governor that understands the benefit of sports to his states, particularly the youth, that can do all that. So for us, he deserves every accolade that should be given to him.
Smart Delta.
In the past 8 years of Governor Okowa'S administration, Deltans can attest to the fact that he has not relented in fulfilling his promises in equipping and upgrading sport facilities across the state. The facts are there for all to see. In addition to these, he has empowered sport athletes across the state who has made the state proud in all sports meets. Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, as he bows out, he will be leaving a legacy in the sounds of time that won't be forgotten in a hurry. I am Victoria Monday. Thank you for watching this episode.
The feedback segment. Question of the day.
My question to the state government is if the next governor who is going to be on the seat will still continue this outgoing competition.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey, for your question. It is our hope that it will be a continuous event. We have laid all the necessary foundation. I strongly believe that the next administration of Argon will continue from where we stopped and ensure that there are consistent in ensuring that the event takes place every 2 years.
I want to urge all Deltans and all Nigerians and persons from across the world to continue to watch Smart Delta. They're doing so well. It's a good means of communication of what we do in Delta State. I'm quite excited that they've been getting the information out there. If you want to know a lot about what is going on in governance and development in Delta State, continue to watch Smart Delta. You will definitely be able to get all the information that you require.
Text your questions to 07013337759 or send us a DM to all our social media platforms.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa'S they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa'S they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta. Make the youth say them highlight Okowa'S. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.